Hey everybody, welcome to Movie Time Avengers Age of Ultron Special Edition. Alright guys, let's jump right on into this. Avengers Age of Ultron. This movie, it was great. It was amazing. It was awesome. It was so many positive adjectives. I don't even know where to go with them because I'd keep going. I'd just keep on going. Let's start off with the first thing, action. This is the first thing you notice in this film is the action. The movie starts off with action. It's like bam, right in your face. And it's awesome. This action scene in the film, this first one, the first of many, is just awesome. It's quick, it's fast paced, it's showing you how good this team has become at what they're doing, how well they work together now. It's awesome. They do a great job with it. The cinematography in this is really awesome. I wonder how much of that was actual filmed on a location and how much of it was with the green screen, because it was awesome and it was just great. But not only that action scene, there were some other great action scenes. In the trailer, you also see the Hulkbuster and Hulk fighting. And that whole scene, my mouth was dropped. I was just in awe of the battle. I had a great time with that battle. It blew my mind. It was so much more than what I thought it was gonna be. They did not shortchange you at all in this battle, in this fight. It was a good, extensive fight, and I was so happy about it. They showed how intricate the armor was, what thought process went into the armor when Tony Stark and Bruce Banner built it, and they called it Veronica. So it's great. I love the thoroughness that Joss Whedon did and everybody did with this aspect of the film. It's just for one fight, but it's awesome. And with the rest of the action in the film, I gotta say, it just kept on going up, and up. There was a distinctive point in this film, I thought, where the movie went even further beyond where I thought it could go. It was when the Vision showed up. When Vision comes to life, the 5 minutes after that, there are some oh damn moments, like wow moments. I loved it. I was so happy. I literally said out loud, oh damn, and I was just wow, I was astonished. I was so happy, and like I said, it just kept going up from there. I've heard this movie is compared to the whole movie's an action scene, and it's not entirely true, but every scene has something, because you have these very complex characters like Quicksilver or Scarlet Witch, where something that they might do, it's very normal or natural, but it's action, it's like boom, frenetic, So when you think of it that way, it's almost like, yeah, it is a big action scene, the whole movie, but they do have some great sections where they lower it down and they enjoy what's going on, and they have dialogue that moves along the story. Also, this dialogue touches on some other things in the universe, and I'm happy they did that. Now, this movie, the film, the dialogue, it started to go a little bit towards Civil War, so it started planting some seeds, but it didn't go that far into giving us the like a sapling or anything for Civil War, but it did plant some seeds. It did show that there are different ideologies between Tony Stark, between Captain America, between Thor, and all these made big hitters, So it started that. Also, another thing that happened with dialogue and also some of the plot points in this film is it starts to show you, I think this is what I got from it, was in the scene with Thor and his dream. I kind of saw that this is heading towards Ragnarok, especially because he goes off on a spirit quest, and kind of what happens in this whole thing with him, it led me to be like, wow, this is really ramping up for Surtur and Ragnarok. I'm really, really looking forward to see what's going to happen in that aspect of the Marvel Universe. Now, this is going to be a couple right here. I'm going to say two big things that I don't know if they're going to be major spoilers to you guys or not, but Ultron has nothing to do with Hank Pym or Ant-Man at all, so that's interesting. I wonder how the Ant-Man's just going to come into the universe, essentially. I was kind of hoping there was going to be something that would connect the two, but I guess not. Two, Spider-Man, not in there, okay? So probably you're going to be looking at Spider-Man in Civil War. So let's jump over to some of the characters, some of the character development, some of the acting by these actors in this film. I think the acting was top notch. I don't think anything was bad about it. This is not acting that you expect from superhero movies of old. This is acting from quality actors. You got some character development in there that really put this acting on display. Most notably, you'll hear this from a lot of people, not just myself. Jeremy Renner as Hawkeye did an amazing job, and Black Widow, amazing job. Those two characters, there was something about them in this film, and it was like they really wanted to show more of who they are, what they go through, and how integral they are to this team. Even though they are just humans, they aren't superheroes or gods or whatever it may be. Not only were they able to, you know, give more focus to Black Widow and Hawkeye, they're also able to focus in and show some growth between characters as well. Like I said, Tony Stark, Iron Man, and Captain America, they actually, their relationships growing a little bit, as well as Thor and Iron Man. They're both the odd men out because their girlfriends are, you know, going up and beyond where they thought they could be. So I mean, it's really nice to see these relationships actually develop. And also one that they kind of lead you to in the trailer is between Bruce Banner, Hulk, and Black Widow, Natasha Romanoff. And then there's a relationship that you have to accept from the get-go in this film, is the twins, Pietro and Wanda Maximoff. Now at first the accents are a little bit rough, they're a little bit tough, but throughout the movie, they actually get a lot easier to deal with. They kind of grow on you, and the relationship between these two, you see the love, brother, sister, the hurt they've been through, and the characters actually grow on you, and you see what they want to do and where they see the error of their ways and they decide to do good. It's really cool how they evolve throughout the arc of this film. I liked it. I liked what they did with them. At the end point of this film, I was really happy with those two characters. Just to touch on a couple more things before I end this review of the film. Of course, you have the Vision showing up. Vision was awesome. Like I said, that amped it up a lot. You have the Hulkbuster and the Hulk fight. That was awesome. You have the final battle between all the little Ultrons. Awesome. But you also have Ultron. Ultron, a great evil enemy, a villain, a great antagonist. They did some good stuff with him. They did some stuff that they could have done a little bit better. I felt that they could have done a little bit better with the introduction and the evolution of his character, of his personality, but at the same time, they show you what's going on in his head when he's being developed. So you get a picture of why he's actually turning so quick on the Avengers. So it's understandable. So that, for me, can go either way, but overall, James Spader as Ultron, that's a primo choice, guys. A primo choice. Really good choice by Marvel. They did an amazing job casting him. His voice was awesome. The comedic timing, surprisingly, was awesome. He was a smartass. He was like Tony Stark's son, and he resented Tony Stark for him. He hated it, and it gave him more purpose. And I love there's one part in this film, and I'm gonna spoil this, I'm sorry, but they meet up, and he's like, "What did you want to do with all that vibranium?" And he's like, "This is perfect time where I'm going to tell you about my evil plan." And they bam, and he punches him, or tackles him, and it's like, yes, I'm so happy they didn't make him do this soliloquy or whatever, this monologue of why he's committing his master plan. I'm so happy they did that. They didn't get to that point in this film where they were doing these stupid monologues. A lot of the dialogue pushed the movie forward. The acting was good. The action was amazing. I don't have very many negatives of this film. They could have led into Civil War a little bit more. They could have developed Ultron for a minute more, maybe. I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't know what else they could have done. They even have some stuff where the ending of this is almost the same in a sense as the first Avengers film, but it's different at the same time, because when I got out of this, when I finished this movie, I was awestruck. But at the same time, that ending of the film had a somberness to it, and it was like, wow, they barely got out of this. And by they, I don't mean all of them. I just mean they. They barely got out of this. Where are they going to go next? What are they going to do next? And it's just like, wow, it makes you really look forward to what's coming out in Phase 3, in the new movies, the new individual movies, as well as Infinity War. Last but not least, there is an extra scene after the initial colorful credits. There's not an end-to-end scene, but This scene, it's short, sweet, simple, to the point, and it's awesome. It's awesome. It's amazing. A lot of people in the crowd were yelling and screaming. It was great. Overall, my feelings about this film is that it's an amazing film. It's right there with the first Avengers. It's visually it's prettier than the first one. The action amped it up. It's gonna be hard to beat that first Avengers film because you have that. It was the first one. It's that nostalgia towards it. So it's gonna be hard to beat it. But I think it's right there. It hit on so many notes that it needed to, and it met my expectations. I'm really happy with this film, and I suggest that everybody goes see this film in theaters. It was tracking to hit 214 million domestic here for opening weekend, which is awesome. That would actually beat their own record by $7 million. That's awesome. It already got over 200 million opening weekend for the international box office. This is well on its way to be another billion-dollar movie, and I suspect it's going to be closing in on 2 billion, possibly maybe even the top 3 grossing movies of all time. I give this movie a 2 thumbs up. You guys got to go see it. Stay around after the credits for the extra scene. Stay glued in. Don't go to the restroom. You're gonna miss some awesome stuff. There's something awesome going on every second. You guys are gonna love this film. I know you will. Money back guaranteed. Not by me, of course, though. Alright guys, so that's it for this Movie Time Avengers Age of Ultron Special Edition. Remember to click the like, share, subscribe buttons down below. Leave your comments, questions, suggestions in the comments section. Let me know what you guys thought about Avengers Age of Ultron. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Was it off the charts amazing? Let me know down below. Let's have a great conversation about that this week, guys. We'll see you next time. Peace.